My name is Jeremy Bryant. I'm the CEO and co-founder of TimeresQ. TimeresQ is an added service for travelers going to enjoy Airbnbs around the world. What we do is a concierge service providing goods and services delivered directly to your home vacation rental, and this all over the world. What we are trying to solve in a more picturesque way is actually this. When you enter an empty Airbnb, you open your fridge, and in the best case scenario, you have nothing in it. In the worst case scenario, you have a rotten banana. Before I go more in depth of TimeresQ, I wanted to give you and show you an overview of the ecosystem of the home vacation rental, which we find actually fascinating. Airbnb has paved the way in this huge success of home rental, and as you will see on this slide, most of the services provided are towards the host. All the home vacation rental services are host-centric. They are providing to the host professional photographers, insurances for guest damages. They are providing tools which allows the host to maximize the rent, to make it as more expensive as possible. You have calendars, messaging app, you have APIs providing third-party companies who will do guest greetings, key exchange, etc. But what's interesting is, as a guest, for home vacation rental, you have three things. Mainly a good location, because they are all over the place. You have quite a lot of square meters, and you have a good pricing. And those are the only services you have as a guest for home vacation services. If you go into the hotel industry, you will see that it's very guest-centric. You will have a minibar, you will have room service, unlimited supplies of toilet paper, etc. So what do? We are a concierge service providing over 250 items delivered directly upon your arrival in your vacation destination. So you can imagine tomorrow you're traveling to Berlin, you will be enjoying, upon your arrival, SIM cards, local SIM cards, public transport tickets, champagne, alcohol, whatever we are providing for you. In a nutshell, and I will go for three main points, we have raised the first successful round of 115,000 euros, putting us in a very comfortable position for the next 12 months. We are now looking into a round two of 250,000 euros in order to complete the travel experience for the guests. We signed our first OTA partnership, online travel agencies, over the summer with a company called Eptica, who is handling 40% of all the German travelers. And with no further ado, we'll start the Q&A. I have 1 second. And this is just a very brief map of all the locations we are servicing around the world, which is 16 cities, 13 countries. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will open it for Q&A. If you have any questions, just lift your hand and a microphone will magically appear, okay? So, microphone there. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
How do you manage logistics?
So, the team, we are 5 founders. We are formerly from the newspaper industry, and I was formerly the vice president of Metro International for supply chain. The good news with the newspaper industry, it's a dying industry, and we are using the full supply chain of newspapers, of daily newspapers. And just for you to know, in average, a daily newspaper in a city does between 3,000 and 10,000 drops every night. They work between midnight and 6 a.m., so you can imagine that from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m., they are completely free to use, and that's what we are doing.
How do you find your customers? Like, it's perfect to...
No, sorry.
It's a perfect plugin for Airbnb, but I can imagine they are not plugging you in. So,
no,
what's the way of finding those guys that are arriving in a city?
Very good question. What we are doing is we have decided to do a strategy focusing on the B2B, finding key channels to acquire the customers. We have decided to put aside on the B2C for the simple reason that the customers who are coming to Lisbon, for instance, can come from all over the world, and we don't have Google budgets. So the focus is the top of the pyramid, which is OTAs, online travel agencies who are selling tickets to our destinations. That's what we did with Eptica, who is providing in the e-ticket confirmation the service we are providing. We are now in talks with a couple of home vacation rental platforms, not Airbnb, they are too rich and too big for us. And the last one is actually super hosts, super mega hosts, which I will speak. We are in discussion with resorts who are able to plug in our segmented shops during the payment process for them to be prepping their stays.
Airbnb is big now, but let's see later on, right? Any more questions? I'll ask you questions, okay? So, I understand how your project works and everything, but how do you plan to acquire customers? Is there any vision around that?
Yes, good question, Bashar.
We didn't prepare that question, okay? Not prepared.
No, the ideal is to find this, it reverts a bit to the last question as well. We need to find the right balance of being able to provide a very good added service for partners such as home vacation rental, with a commission structure and extra money, as well as providing the perfect service for the consumer. And that is basically the trick we are trying to do today. So with a mix of custom segmented shops, that is what we are doing and how we are doing it. So on a pure API professional way.
Okay. So basically before I book a flight, or even after I book a flight, before my journey, I just go to TimeresQ and book whatever I want to book from there, right? And buy it, and then what happens? Can you explain?
Yes, absolutely. So the supply chain is basically 3 milestones we have referenced, which we call PPD, which is a picking, packaging, delivery. So if Bashara is leaving to New York, a city which we are servicing, he will go on site, fill up the delivery address of the home rental. So of course, if he is using one of our partners, it will be pre-filled, which won't be a nightmare. And then, depending on the date and the time of the delivery, we will then provide you, upon your arrival directly in New York, the goods you have chosen on our website.
Great. If we have no more questions, one last question there.
So I would like to know, how do you actually guarantee that supply chain? I mean, okay, in 2 days I'm going to New York, and in 2 days I will have my groceries at home. So how do you do it, and how do you monetize it? And how do you monetize it in a way? How is it worth it for the final client? I mean, is it cheaper for me, or how much expensive will it be to buy from you, or just to buy in an online shop while I'm there?
Yeah, good question. So basically what we have done is that we have created a network of local partners, and we have created very strict conditions. So they have created companies in all these different operations, and they are following our agreement with the different KPIs. And of course, they will not want to do any breach of contract. We have created also a module where we can follow in real time for them to fill up the PPD, this picking, packaging, delivery, to guarantee the delivery. Concerning the prices, and that is what's interesting, if you would say how much is a bottle of water in Lisbon, you would then go to a supermarket and it would be 30 cents. But you know, as a foreigner, when you only stay for 6 days in Lisbon, you will probably buy it to the local grocery shop, where you will be paying most likely €1.50. We are, I would say, 25% more expensive than the supermarket, but usually 30% lower than the local shops you will find around in the city center.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for TimeresQ.
Thank you.